because there was just a disconnect within the room. And I know with some reporters and some of the media members asking the kid, saying, hey, you know what, how do you endear yourself to teammates more? I don't know if there's ever really an answer. I mean, you can go out and, try to be the best player you can be. That's one way to do it. Personally speaking, I think another great way to do it is buying everybody pizza. Because, who likes pizza? Everybody, right? Everybody loves pizza. Let's go back to the phones here. Let's go to Brent. Brent is on line 3. Hey, I want to bring it back for a second and talk to about him because, 200 points in his career. He hits the number tonight, and you could just see how excited his teammates. He knew, the coaching staff knew, and so just a nice little team celebration there, and kind of speaks volumes to just how close this team is. So nicely done. It was nice to be a part of the moment here tonight. All right, much more still ahead here on the show. We'll get into your calls. Let's take a look around the league and some of the final scores out there tonight. The Capitals were on the road to take on the Canucks. Vancouver posts the win with a strong defensive front when it mattered most. The Flames were hoping to fly high on the road against the Canadiens. Calgary teed up a victory in a tightly contested affair. The Blackhawks were on the road up against the Coyotes. Arizona pulls one out in a nail-biter. We got to take a quick break, but we got a lot more coming your way next. All right, let's get all you poolies and all you hockey fans caught up on all the action out on the ice tonight. The Blackhawks were looking to steal 2 points against the Golden Knights. Chicago toughs one out and pick up the win. The Penguins were in a dogfight on the road against the Ducks. Pittsburgh pulled this one out thanks to coming up big in the shootout. The Wild paired up with the Kings. Los Angeles tore it up offensively on a night it seemed like everybody was scoring. Lots more to get to on the ice. Stay with us, everybody. Well, busy night in the National Hockey League. Let's see what happened elsewhere on the ice. The Ducks took to the road to match up with the Panthers. Florida posts the shootout victory as it had to go right down to the wire. The Maple Leafs were looking to grab points on the road against the Hurricanes. Carolina topples the opposition with a night that just wouldn't want to end offensively. The Senators were hoping to take a bite out of the Islanders. Ottawa posts an impressive win in a tightly contested affair. We got a jam-packed show. We've got a lot more stuff we got to get to, so don't even think about going anywhere. Stay with us. Busy night of action on the ice. Let's take a look at some of the finals that are in from tonight. The Panthers look to run roughshod over the Blue Jackets. Columbus toasted the opposition with a humongous offensive output. The Hawks were looking to steal 2 against the Jets. Chicago... Well, some fun, some drama, a little bit of everything on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at some of those scores around the league. The Devils were hoping to grab 2 points up against the Sabres. New Jersey technically was as good as it gets defensively in this one, and they get the win. The Bruins took to the ice to lock up with the Lightning. Tampa Bay picks apart their opponents surgically with the win. The Hurricanes were on the road to take on the Flyers. Carolina tosses up a shutout performance with a defensive gem in front of their goaltender. We'll check the inbox, we'll check the text line, and hear what you have to say next. Let's take a look at the rest of the action on the ice tonight in the National Hockey League. The Isles were in tough with the Oilers. The New York Islanders took it to the net in this one, and they pick up the win. The Panthers were in a dogfight on the road up against the Capitals. Florida taps into another gear and pick up the 2 points in the win. The Coyotes took to the ice for a collision with the Red Wings. Arizona powers this one out with a strong game in their own end. Lots more still to come, including the story in MMA, the hardwood, and more. Stay with us. All right, lots of wild happenings on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at some of the scores of what went down. The Sabres had an on-ice collision with the Blues. St. Louis tore it up offensively, and they easily come away with the win. The Kings were hoping to come up with 2 points on the road against the Blackhawks. Los Angeles partied it up with an offensive display en route to the win. The Canucks took to the ice to battle the Avalanche. Vancouver turns in a strong effort, and they pick up the win. A very special guest drops by on the show, and we'll do that next. Let's take a look at the scoreboard and what went down tonight on the ice. The Caps took to the road to match up with the Sabres. Buffalo played a strong game at both ends of the ice, and as a result, they get the win. Great night to be on the couch and watching hockey. Tons of scores around the league. Let's take a look. All right, at this time, everyone, we'll catch you up on what went down in all the action in the league tonight. The Sabres were hoping to play spoiler against the Red Wings. Buffalo padded the stats on this night and pick up the easy win. And a couple more results around the National Hockey League. The Cats had their hands full with the Sharks. San Jose tightens it up when they needed to most late, and they get the win. The Flyers faced off with the Kraken. Philadelphia puts up a strong defensive front when it mattered most, and they get the win. Don't go anywhere. We've got much more here on the show. Was there any volatility in the standings across the NHL tonight? Well, let's take a look at some of the final scores to find out. The Avalanche paired up with the Sabres. Colorado tosses up a shutout performance thanks to a spectacular effort defensively on the night. The Stars battled it out against the Blackhawks. Chicago peppers the opposition with a strong offensive performance for the win. The Islanders were hoping to quiet the crowd on the road against the Blue Jackets. Columbus taps into another gear and skate away with the 2 points. Hey, we got to pay a couple of bills here, but we got a lot more action we got to get to. Stay with us. All right, at this time, let's get you caught up on all the action on the ice tonight. The Habs went toe-to-toe on the road against the Sabres. Montreal pulverizes their opponents with a big offensive effort. The Blue Jackets had a tall order to fill as they tried to take two on the road against the Oilers. Edmonton turned it up to 11 in this one and easily pick up the win. The Golden Knights were hoping their offense would show up in a big way against the Kings. Vegas pulls this one out in a game that went right down to the finish. Lots more puck talk coming your way, and we'll get to it next. All right, let's take a look at some of the final scores in the league tonight. The Avalanche played on the road against the Devils. Colorado totals the opposition with a big offensive night. The Capitals faced off against the Golden Knights. Vegas pulled this one out. It went to a shootout, but they get the win. The Kraken played on the road against the Panthers. Seattle tested their mettle in this one, but they still come away with the win. We are as cool as ice, and we are bringing you many more stories from the NHL. We're doing it next. Now let's take a look at some of the rest of the action tonight in the NHL. The Sabres were on the road to take on the Kraken. Seattle pulverizes their opponents with a big offensive night. Time to look at what was happening elsewhere in the NHL schedule. The Canes were hoping to fly high on the road against the Ducks. Anaheim turns in a complete effort, and it's enough to pick up the win. The Coyotes were on the road up against the Stars. Dallas powers their way through late to come away with the win. We got to take a quick break, everybody, but we've got a lot more to get to. Stay with us. Hey, no shortage of action and drama on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at what happened elsewhere. The Sabres were looking to steal 2 points against the Flyers. Buffalo toughed this one out, and they get the win. The Stars were in a dogfight on the road against the Devils. New Jersey played a sound defensive game and pick up the regulation win. The Avalanche played a game against the Golden Knights. Colorado toughs this one out with the shootout winner. Time for a quick break, but we got a lot more coming up on the ice next. All right, let's go around the horn and see what happened elsewhere around the NHL tonight. The Kings took to the road to match up with the Sabres. Los Angeles posts a strong game in their own end, and they do enough to get the W. Well, with this one in the books, let's get you caught up on some of the other final results in the NHL tonight. The Stars were looking to grab points on the road against the Avalanche. Dallas terrific in the shootout portion of the game, and they get the extra point to go with it. The Golden Knights were hoping to take a bite out of the Sharks. San Jose pressed when they had to, and they pull one out in overtime. Hey, we got to take a quick pause for the cause, but we got a lot more on the other side. Don't even think about leaving us. Time to take a look at what happened around the league as we check in on some of the scores. The Panthers look to run roughshod over the Islanders. Florida tapped into another gear late, and they pick up the victory. The Avs were looking to steal 2 against the Blue Jackets. Columbus played pad the stats night, winning easily. The Canadiens were hoping to grab 2 points up against the Ducks. Anaheim takes this one in a tightly contested affair and the bragging rights to go with it. We got to take a quick pause for the cause, but we got a lot more coming up on the other side. Stay with us. Let's check in on some of the final scores across the league tonight. The Pens took to the ice to lock up with the Hurricanes. Carolina powers their way to victory, showing a lot of grit in both ends of the ice. The Jets were on the road to take on the Stars. Dallas takes this one thanks to a strong defensive effort. The Bolts were in tough with the Red Wings. Tampa picks up the win in the skills competition and the 2 points to go with it. Don't even think about touching that dial or touching that button. We've got plenty more on the ice, and that's next. Well, let's take a look at how the standings were impacted with some of the final scores around the league tonight. The Bruins were in a dogfight on the road up against the Golden Knights. Boston treated almost everyone to a magical offensive display. The Islanders took to the ice for a collision with the Kraken. Seattle posts a victory thanks to a strong offensive display. The story on the ice continues in a moment. Okay, everybody, let's take a quick look at some of the final scores around the league tonight. The Sharks had an on-ice collision with the Blues. St. Louis technically superior in this one, and they skate away with the victory. The Blue Shirts were hoping to come up with 2 points on the road against the Devils. New Jersey posts the win in a game that went back and forth all night. The Bees took to the ice to battle the Blue Jackets. Columbus tore it up on the score sheet, easily coming away with the win. Hey, a few more hot button issues we got to get to. It's a jam-packed show tonight. Stick around. Let's take a look around the league and some of the final scores out there tonight. The Blue Jackets took to the road to match up with the Sabres. Columbus put on a clinic defensively en route to a shutout victory. The Isles took on the Rangers. The New York Islanders toughed this one out, and they get the 2 points. The Maple Leafs were hoping to play spoiler against the Kings. Los Angeles plasters the opposition with a strong offensive performance. We got to take a quick break, but we got a lot more coming your way next. Overtime is set to get underway. He's Ray Ferraro. I'm James Cebulski. Time to boogie. Overtime has begun. Ray, I know you love these moments. A chance for the win, and it rings the post. We'll get a face-off after the puck stays covered up.
Sanheim's not been able to get anything going offensively. You can see the frustration bubbling up on him now.
Centers are set, face-off ready to resume play. The Capitals take possession off the face-off. He's got a chance to win it here! We'll play on!
He stayed right on top of that. Really good move, but the goalie was better, and the overtime continues. Toffoli's point streak has been a thing to behold. You start to get superstitious on a run. You do everything the same, you wear the same suit all the time.
Cousins has got possession. Let's see what they can do with it now. Pad save. He's on it tonight. And now it's grabbed by Sanheim. Gaining momentum along the boards. And now he tries to get it across to Marner. The Sabres gain possession. Steps into the offensive end. And he makes the save. The Capitals will play it in their own end. Keeps hold of the puck. And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. Oh, he had the right idea, but couldn't make that play with the pass. Picking up momentum across the zone here on the right side. For the win! Samsonov's going to hang on for a whistle. A critical draw here. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Scores! The overtime winner, and will put this one to bed. What a thrilling finish tonight. Wow. All right, let's get all you poolies and all you hockey fans caught up on all the action out on the ice tonight. The Sabres had their hands full with the Capitals. Buffalo played their best when it mattered most, and they get the overtime win. Let's take a look at this time at some of the other final results around the league tonight. The Flames faced off with the Kraken. Seattle. Well, busy night in the National Hockey League. Let's see what happened elsewhere on the ice. The Devils battled it out against the Hurricanes. Carolina partied it up in the win with a huge offensive effort. The Oilers were hoping to quiet the crowd on the road against the Kings. Los Angeles tops the opposition in a game that had a little bit of everything on this night. The Islanders went toe-to-toe on the road against the Senators. Ottawa posts a win in a close one. Lots more to get to on the ice. Stay with us, everybody. Busy night of action on the ice. Let's take a look at some of the finals that are in from tonight. The Flyers had a tall order to fill as they tried to take two on the road against the Canadiens. Montreal topples the opposition with a strong defensive effort. The Leafs were hoping their offense would show up in a big way against the Penguins. Pittsburgh pummels the opposition with a strong offensive output. The Jets faced off against the Flames. Winnipeg took this one with a strong game at both ends of the ice. We got a jam-packed show. We've got a lot more stuff we got to get to, so don't even think about going anywhere. Stay with us. Well, some fun, some drama, a little bit of everything on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at some of those scores around the league. The Sabres were on the road to take on the Hurricanes. Carolina pile drive their opponents with a huge offensive night. The Blues were hoping to fly high on the road against the Kraken. Seattle tops the opposition in a fun one. The Sharks were on the road up against the Oilers. Edmonton puts on a clinical defensive effort and skate off with the win. We'll check the inbox, we'll check the text line, and hear what you have to say. Let's take a look at the rest of the action on the ice tonight in the National Hockey League. The Kraken played a game against the Coyotes. Seattle taps into another gear and they get the win. The Stars were looking to steal 2 points against the Bruins. Dallas pulls one out of the fire in a tightly contested affair. Lots more still to come, including the story in MMA, the hardwood, and more. Stay with us. All right, lots of wild happenings on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at some of the scores of what went down. The Stars were in a dogfight on the road against the Maple Leafs. Dallas torches the opposition with a big night offensively. The Canucks took to the road to match up with the Kraken. Vancouver put in a gritty effort and were able to scratch out the victory. Lot of different choices on social media as to who'll be the hero here in overtime. Let's find out who's got the game on their stick. Tension, anticipation, it's all happening. It's overtime, and it's underway. Looks to pass it to Ovechkin. Cutting the slot. Misses.
Get it on the cage. Make the goalie do something with it.
And he maintains possession of the puck here. Manages to hang on. Game on his stick. And he denies him with a monstrous save here in overtime. Broken up with the stick in the defensive end. And he takes a shot. Oh, he got a piece of it to keep it out. Florida's gained possession along the boards. Tries to feed it over to Ovechkin. He's got the game on his stick! Oh, what a save on the play!
The goalie holds his nerve here on the breakaway in overtime.
Absolutely clutch! Barkov's got the puck. The Sabres gain possession along the wall. Grabbed along the board by Cousins. Here they come on the attack. And they won't connect on that one. Denies him! He got all of it! The Panthers will play it from the defensive zone. Along the right wing, they enter the attacking area. To the front! Sudden death and nearing a minute to go here. See if we can pick up some momentum again here as a face-off is ready to go. Cousins wins the draw inside his defensive zone. Buffalo's in on the offensive attack now. Looking to end it, and he comes up with a huge save.
Quinn's trying to change a few things up. This pointless streak is starting to nag at him.
The Panthers take possession off the faceoff. Gets a hold of the puck here at his own end. Great use of the stick here at center ice. Taken by Zadorov. Oh, he'd like to have that pass back. Game on a stick. Looking to end it. Oh, the game was on a stick and it's shut down.
What a stop by the goalie. You get a clean breakaway and you turn it aside. That is solid work.
Taken along the wall by Ovechkin. Look out, a 2-on-1. Scores! There it is! Let's take a look at the scoreboard and what went down tonight on the ice. The Panthers were looking to grab points on the road against the Sabres. Buffalo popped home the overtime winner to take the 2 points. The Wild paired up with the Sharks. Minnesota triumphs in this one thanks to a complete effort at all ends of the ice. The Blue Jackets were hoping to take a bite out of the Senators. Columbus peppered the opposition goaltender early and often winning big. Great night to be on the couch and watching hockey. Tons of scores around the league. Let's take a look at what went down. The Blue Jackets looked to run roughshod over the Panthers. Columbus tore it up. Seemed like almost everybody got on the score sheet in the win. And coming into this one, can he hit 50? That's what we're wondering. Right there on the cut line, can they hit that 50-goal mark? That would be a fun storyline to track as we inch closer and closer to puck drop. Ray Ferraro will join me up in the broadcast booth in just a few minutes. We'll get his thoughts as we get ready. All right, at this time, everyone, we'll catch you up on what went down in all the action in the league tonight. The Sabres were looking to steal 2 against the Flyers. Buffalo pushes past in a tight one. The Islanders were hoping to grab 2 points up against the Wild. The New York Islanders took it in overtime and skate off into the night with the 2 points. Fans are buzzing. Teams are gliding into position here for the start of the third. The puck is dropped on period number 3. A chance for them to try to save some face here after being dumped. Scores! He dumps up the rebound and tucks it home.
The rebound goal is all about position. You got to fight to get into that interior part of the slot and get inside the defenseman, so if the goalie can't cover it, you're the first person on the puck. It's in the net.
The Sabres still have a big hill to climb here, but they got one back, Ray.
They're going to have to get their D up into the play, take a couple of chances. One is not going to do it.
Cousins wins the draw. They'll go to work offensively here. The Bruins take it across the blue line. Buffalo's got the puck along the boards. They've got some momentum here. It's a one-goal game as they buries it.
You want to make this thing believable for yourself. You've got to get away from that two-goal deficit. They've done it here. And now they'll look for the tie goal. They really read this odd man rush right. They didn't over-move the puck. They didn't make one extra pass. When it got into the shooting spot, it was delivered into the net.
The Sabres are back at center ice, probably breathing a little easier now, Ray.
They needed to get one, James. If you trail by two for too long, the clock just runs out on you. You run out of time.
Scored by number 9.
Takes it to the net. Denies them in close.
High-quality chance, high-quality save.
Here's a short pass to Lafreniere. Fires it on net, and he gets in front of that. Through center along the wing. Moves it quickly over to Kuznetsov. The Sabres have it against the wall. They're looking to make something happen through the neutral zone now. And that's broken up. And that's knocked away by Power. Moves the puck to the attacking area. Quick shot, just wide. Picked up along the boards by McAvoy. Off the left wing and into center.
Kuznetsov sure been fun to watch tonight. He's got 3 points in the game already. Dahlin's been on fire lately. His point streak's starting to stretch out. This is when you feel like you'll score any game.
And the centers glide towards the dot here as we got a face-off set to go. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. Tries to the crease. Denies him.
Dead center. Excellent save.
There's another stop.
Quick reflexes. You make one, you make 2 stops before the puck is cleared away.
Kuznetsov's won the draw in his own end. Now let's see if they can clear it. Boston's got it in their own zone. Here's a pass in front. Scores! What a finish on the play!
Ha! Better to be lucky than good. This thing bounces around and somehow evades the goaltender. I don't even really know how that ended up in the net.
Buffalo's got the 1-goal lead here in this third period. What's the strategy now in your mind, Coach?
I don't think you change at all. I also don't know in today's game how you defend or be conservative. You're just inviting trouble to do that.
Boston's gained possession. Quick pass to Milano. Poirier's got it in the defensive end. Buffalo's crossed the line and on the attack. Shot! Big time stop! Yeah, refs don't like that. There's the whistle as the net comes off. Angles it over to Cousins. Enters the offensive zone from the left. Into the corner of the attacking area. Big stop by the goaltender right in front. Stops him again.
Got some great goaltending there. Stop one, stop two. Both of them turned aside.
And now he moves it to Keith. Handles the pass. Here's the shot. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one. And look at this. All sorts of pressure here building. Officials have got both teams ready, and it looks like play is set to resume here. Kuznetsov's won the draw inside his own end. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Buffalo's got a hold of it along the wall.
This is a confident player right here. He's got 2 goals earlier in the game. He's got the puck on his stick. He's got to be thinking about number 3.
The Bruins scoop it up along the boards. Slides the puck to Milano. They gain the zone from the left side. Along the half wall with the puck. And he uses his reach to disrupt the play. Buffalo's got the puck along the wall. There's a shot. Oh, he stops him with a glove. Great reflexes there. Cousins wins it in the offensive zone. The Sabres going to work on offense.
You can't get to 50 unless you get this one. What a nice save. Ends it in the net. And now you know the eyes get big for number 50. As this play heads towards the net, you can see the traffic. The goalie's struggling to find the puck line, so he'll drop into position in the butterfly. Thinks he's got it covered, but there's a crack. There's a hole.
Boston's won the draw. Moves it to Reinhart. Pass broken up. Feeds the puck to Darlene. The Sabres played along the boards. Couldn't make the connection on the play. Into the offensive end, right up the middle. The Bruins carried along the wall. Oh, he had the answer on that one. Center's gliding up to the face-off dots here. The Sabres get a hold of the puck in their own end. Takes it at center.
Ovechkin's already having a heck of a night. He's got 3. He's looking for more.
Buffalo's got the puck against the half wall. Boston's got control of it now from their own end. Across the line along the left wall. That's not going to fool him. That pass doesn't go. Slides it over with pace to Lafreniere. Puck picked up by McAvoy. Shot! Nothing! Picked up along the wall by Power. Nice feed. Standing tall with the save. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle. Pittsburgh's up next on the calendar. Do players ever look ahead to games?
I think so. I mean, in particular, when there's one that stands out, it's a ex-Stanley Cup champion or the team you used to play against. Those ones always carry a little more pop.
Well, that's one way to win the draw as he skates away with the puck after the two centers were tied up. Oh, what a stop!
Goaltender comes up big, in good position to make the save.
And he slides it quickly to Tuch. The Bruins are in transition. Floats the saucer pass. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. Kuznetsov's got it, and they'll go on the attack here in the offensive zone. Slick feed. Nice pass. Buffalo's got it along the wall. There he is from the slot. Blocked in front. Quick feed to Ovechkin. Scores! There it is! 50 is the new awesome!
What a great release this guy has. He'll get to the net, too. But to score 50 goals is an incredible accomplishment. He's probably got about 2 seconds from the time that puck's delivered to find it. He can't see it, so he drops into the butterfly and hopes it hits him.
As the two teams line up here at center ice, take a moment here, Ray. 50, what does that mean?
Bonus money for sure.
The Sabres get a hold of the puck off the draw. Boston's looking to break out of their own end. The Bruins have it now. And that's clipped away by the Frenier. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. Up along the wing. And now he moves it quickly to McAvoy.
Besser's able to take that quick pass. He's already got a couple of goals. He's looking for a third.
Boston's got it in their own zone. Duclair's into the offensive zone now on the attack. Here's a short pass to Ovechkin. From against the wall into the open ice. Still keeps the hold of the puck. The Bruins look to start the transition game. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Buffalo's got a hold of the puck now. Moves it quickly over to Cousins. From the left side, moves it up ahead. On fire!
Sometimes it's just your night. You shoot the puck, it goes in the net. He's had an unbelievable evening. You get down into that low slot, you don't have much time to deliver it. That puck's on and off the stick in a hurry and into the net.
Buffalo's added to their lead here in this third period. It's been nonstop.
I like how they've scored and then gone after the next one, James. They've had their foot down on the gas pedal the whole night.
And he takes the dish. Pokes it away in his own end. And that pass doesn't go. And now he angles it across to Ovechkin.
This is point night. Everybody, it seems, is on the board with either a goal or an assist. And since it's not over, even if you don't have one, you've got a chance still. This game is going to have goals right until the final horn.
Boston's got the puck against the boards. Moves it to Keith. This one-sided affair finally nearing the end. The Sabres have it from their own end. Here they come up along the wing. From the right side and up the middle. Comes up with the stop. Here's a pass down low. Buffalo's on the attack. Here's a shot. No room for that one to get through. Nice stick work to knock the puck loose. Kind of lost control for a second there, but regains possession. He almost lost it for us. He scores! Unbelievable rate! Are we watching something historical tonight?
It's not over yet. There's seems like there's more chances in it for him. took that, James, and threw it right up in the top of the net on the backhand.
Face-off looming as both centers get into position. Face-off here in the neutral zone, and we are back underway. Knocks the puck away in the open ice. Makes a move and caught! That won't go as that goes off the side of the net. And as the final seconds kick off the clock, the home fans acknowledging what they just saw tonight. Final horn sounds bring this one to an end. The freshman sensation. And congratulations again, 50 goals in the season. You know, to this day, and it's always been revered as that magical mark. Ever since Rocket Richard hit it, how many years ago? And here we are even now after all these years, even in a different century, we still look to 50 as being a magical number in the National Hockey League. So congratulations on hitting 50. That's one time when you turn 50. Was there any volatility in the standings across the NHL tonight? Well, let's take a look at some of the final scores to find out. The Blue Jackets took to the ice to lock up with the Predators. Columbus performed well in the skills competition, getting the shootout win. A very special guest drops by on the show, and we'll do that next. Along with Ray Ferraro, I'm James Cybulski here in the broadcast booth. They are ready to drop the puck on OT. Overtime is underway. Ferraro, next goal wins. Fails to find the open man. Scooped up along the wall by Ovechkin. Denies him with the blocker. What a stop by Anderson. Along the wing up the neutral zone. The Sabres have it now. 2-on-1. What an opportunity here for the win. To keep it tied. Stays with it. Toronto's in now. Puts it on net. Big stop right there. Denies him again. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up.
Lafreniere's point streak has been a thing to behold. You start to get superstitious on a run. You do everything the same. You wear the same suit all the time.
A big face-off here inside the offensive end. Cousins wins possession in the defensive zone. Right through center and into the offensive zone. A chance to win it, and he keeps it alive. What a stop. Toronto's on the attack. Broken up by Ovechkin. He's got the game on the stick. Oh, what an OT stop.
What a clutch save for him to make here in overtime. Clean breakaway, shuts it down.
And a nice save there as play continues. Does it again with the stop. They just keep coming in waves here in the offensive end. Shot! Oh, clutch save right there. A lot on the line here in this offensive zone faceoff. And there's the buzzer, and we remain tied. So we go to a shootout, and we'll do it next. Kaprizov's the first skater to go here in this shootout, and he makes it look easy on the play.
Just like they do in practice. Stop just what the shooter has to offer.
Ovechkin's ready to go here in this shootout. He's dialed in on that one.
So quick across the net. Doesn't matter if you deke or shoot on him. He's really good at this.
Advantage goalie on that.
Yeah, there was no dice. I got a good view of it, and there's just nowhere to shoot the puck.
Lafreniere set to go here at center. Still no penny denies him.
Really important for the goalie to be solid in the shootout.
Riley's turn to break this scoreless drought here in this shootout. Scores! Oh, what a snipe!
Didn't have much room. It looked like the goalie was in pretty good shape. But this one's in the back of the net.
Absolutely nothing doing on that.
Sometimes you make a move, sometimes you choose to shoot, and there's just nothing there.
And a big win here in the shootout.
Nothing solved in regulation, then it becomes an individual player versus goalie shootout, and they end up...
All right, at this time, let's get you caught up on all the action on the ice tonight. The Maple Leafs were on the road to take on the Sabres. Toronto pulled this one out thanks to coming up big in the shootout. All right, that wasn't the only action on the ice. Let's go elsewhere around the National Hockey League. The Sens were in tough with the Canadiens. Ottawa tried. All right, let's take a look at some of the final scores in the league tonight. The Maple Leafs were in a dogfight on the road up against the Sabres. Toronto performs well when they needed to in the shootout and skate off with the 2 points. With this one in the books, there's a few other final scores we'll get you caught up on at this time. The Senators took to the ice for a collision with the Canadiens. Ottawa takes this one in a tightly contested affair. The Sharks had an on-ice collision with the Coyotes. Arizona pulled this one out with a strong defensive effort. Don't go anywhere. We've got much more here on the show. And the whole narrative and the expression being good in the room, right? You know, chemistry is important with a team. You know, how many times have we seen teams that are absolutely stacked with talent and they fall apart? Why? Because there was just a disconnect within the room. And I know with some reporters and some of the media members asking the kid, saying, hey, you know what, why, how do you endear yourself to teammates more? I don't know if there's ever really an answer. I mean, you can go out and, you know, try to be the best player you can be. That's one way to do it. You know, personally speaking, I think another great way to do it is buying everybody pizza. Because you know who likes pizza? Everybody, right? Everybody loves pizza. Let's go back to the phones here. Let's go to Brent.